بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيد ولد آدم صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه الكرام. أما بعد, I want to speak something on the topic of importance of English language for dawah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن رَسُولٍ إِلَّا بِلِسَانِ قَوْمِهِ لِيُبَيِّنَ لَهُمْ فَيُضِلُّ اللَّهُ مَن يَشَاءُ وَيَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. We did not send any messenger but speaking in the language of his people, so that he might clearly convey the message to them. So Allah lets go astray whom He wills, and lets find guidance whom He wills, and He is the mighty, the wise. Language is a means of communication for people. From this viewpoint, every language has its own importance. It can be used to convey a message to the speakers of the particular language. People around the world are not only accustomed to using the language, rather they feel proud of using it. They pay attentive ear and respectful look to those who speak English. On the other hand, English is the language of the science and technology. The language of the major international media is English. The anti-Islamic elements spread many misconceptions about Islam and Muslims through this language. Therefore, no doubt, learning English is very useful and important for dawah purpose. We should learn this language due to its importance. We should use it as source to defend Islam and Muslims. This is not only allowed to learn this language, rather it is a kind of hikmah, wisdom, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered to apply in the verse. ادع إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي هي أحسن إن ربك هو أعلم بمن ضل عن سبيله وهو أعلم بالمهتدين. Invite people to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good counsel, and argue with them in the best of manners. Surely your Lord knows best the one who deviates from his way, and He knows best the ones who are on the right path. Islam allows using every lawful means. It doesn't forbid learning a language for good reasons, as no evil lies in a language. Rather, it is a kind of hikmah. Rather, it is sunnah to learn new language to defend Islam and Muslims. The Prophet, Allah bless him and give him peace, was reported to have asked Hazrat Zayd bin Sabit, may Allah be pleased with him, to learn Syriac language, as he did not trust the Jews who used to communicate him in this very language. Dear audience, this is the reason that our ulama and elders have always regarded learning a language as lawful. Rather, that was the purpose of dawah. But it is unfortunate that they are maligned for sins which they never committed, and people blame them that they banned English learning, whereas what they banned was the English culture, not the language. And all great ulama, from Shah Abdul Aziz Muhaddis Dehlawi and Maulana Abdul Hay Farangi Mahalli, down to Maulana Rashid Ahmad Gangohi and Maulana Ashraf Ali Thanwi, have endorsed learning English as language. And how can they deny this natural, phenomenal fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down countless prophets and messengers at different times and places with the language of their people? And these prophets and messengers invited people to Allah in the language of their people understood. As the verse I recited in the beginning says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن رَسُولٍ إِلَّا بِلِسَانِ قَوْمِهِ لِيُبَيِّنَ لَهُمْ فَيُضِلُّ اللَّهُ مَن يَشَاءُ وَيَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ وَهُوَ الْعَزِيزُ الْحَكِيمُ. We did not send any messenger, but speaking in the language of his people, so that he might clearly convey the message to them. So Allah lets go astray whom He wills, and lets find guidance whom He wills, and He is the mighty, the wise. And the end of our call is praise be to Allah, the Lord of all the